In this video, we'll look at how you can use Rhino to upload your VAT spreadsheet. So the first thing we need to make sure is that you've connected Rhino to your Making Tax Digital account. Once you've done that, you'll see a screen that looks similar to this. So you'll see your VAT number. It tells you if you owe HMRC any money and when do you need to pay them. And it'll also show you all of your previous VAT submissions. In order to submit your VAT return for this particular quarter, all you've got to do is click Make Submission, and it'll bring up a screen that most of you will be familiar with. It's the 9-box screen. Now you have two choices. You can simply type in the values for the 9 boxes in here, but it's really important if you do that you check these figures, and after you've completed the submission process, that you attach proof of the underlying transactions to this submission. So if you ever had a VAT audit, HMRC will expect to be able to click on any quarter, see the figures you've submitted, and see proof of the underlying transactions. If they ever did an audit, HMRC need to be able to see the underlying transactions that made up these figures. An alternative approach is where you can download a Making Tax Digital template file. This is an Excel file. It would look something like this. So once again, it's got the 9-box form that you would be familiar with. Now what HMRC asks people to do is they ask people to embed this form into their VAT file that contains all the transactions. So here's an example of what it could look like. So you might have a tab that has all of your income transactions. Okay, in this particular case, I've sold a tractor for 20,000. I charged 20% VAT, so it works out the VAT. So I've now got the net and the gross amounts. Okay, so as I input all my transactions, it totals them up here. And also you might have a tab for your costs, where you log all of the costs for your business. So maybe you bought some hay for 12,000. Did you pay any VAT on that? And also maybe you bought some diesel. Was there any VAT on it? And as you enter in all the transactions, you have the gross amount, you have the VAT amount, and you've got the net amount. And in this particular example, the summary sheet references all of those files. So it's all totaled up automatically for you. So this is an example of what it could look like. A couple of really important points. We do some validation when we load this file, and the first thing is that the template must be the first tab in the Excel file. It must be called Summary with a capital S, and box 1, that must be cell D8. And this just makes sure that when you copy the template into your VAT file that you copy it correctly. Then all you do is click on this file here, and you select your VAT file that you want to upload. What Rhino will do is it'll automatically save that file with your VAT submission, and it'll automatically extract all of the values from the template tab. So we can see the spreadsheet values have been imported. So we can see the VAT on sales was 4,000. This isn't automatically calculated. The VAT on expenses was 2,000. Box 5 is automatically calculated. And then we can see the net sales. We can see the net expenses. To complete the process, all you've got to do is click on Declaration. On some very old web browsers, on Apple Macs, sometimes you have to click on the text, but we've made it simple, so if you click on this or this. This button then will get activated, so to finish the process, all you've got to do is click Finalize Process, and this will send the information into HMRC. So in summary, we've implemented 2 different ways of doing this. The first way is where you can manually type in the figures and attach the Excel file afterwards. The alternative way is where you can upload your VAT file, and our system will automatically extract all the values for you, and it'll store the Excel file. So if you ever had an audit, you can always go back to any of these and you can click on it and see the underlying data that made up that VAT return. It's as simple as that. So doing a VAT return can take approximately 2 or 3 minutes.